Today's video is sponsored by Game Nerds, the best place to buy all your sealed Digimon product, as well as other trading card games and for all your general gaming needs. And also by Inked Gaming, the best place to get your own custom playmats printed with the highest quality around. Links are in the description.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan from DigiGuard United coming at you with the 19th place ShineGreymon deck profile. As you can see off the rip, we got the yellow Koromon eggs. I think this Koromon is the best Koromon for ShineGreymon. Its effect, one of your yellow or red tamers becomes suspended. One of your opponent's Digimon gets 1k DP for the turn. It comes in clutch when you add all the math of all the minus DP that the deck can do. And sometimes that extra 1k just comes in and you can kill your opponent's Digimon. I feel if you're using the BT-13 Koromon that lets you draw when attacking, you're in a losing position because you do not want to swing with your ShineGreymon stack at all. Next, we got obviously 4 BT-12 Agumons. Pretty self-explanatory. On play, reveal top 4. Add 1 Digimon with Greymon's name and 1 Marcus to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom. Heritable. One of your yellow or red tamers becomes suspended. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. Again, that can come through clutch when you're playing Koromon. Sometimes the math will just add up to the exact number that you want. Next, we'll play 4 BT-13 Agumon. Again, I think it's a must in the deck. Main once per turn for the turn. One of your Marcus Damon is also treated as a 3000 DP Digimon. It can't Digivolve. So again, it makes you more aggressive, makes your BT-13 Marcuses into a Digimon, I should say. No. You can also make your BT-12 Marcuses into a Digimon for free. Plus, the inheritable, one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended. You may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 or less DP. Again, that adds up when you're doing a lot of DP minusing in the deck that naturally comes with it. Next, only playing 2 of the Agumon from EX4. I feel this one is not as important as the other 2, but it's still really good. Start your main phase. If you have a red yellow tamer and play game 1 memory, that 1 extra memory is always good. Combo that with BT-12 Marcus, it feels like a free Marcus as well. Another Digimon that quote unquote makes it free. Inheritable when one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended. Draw 1. So another card that lets you draw. So that's why like Koromon doesn't feel as needed. But the reason why I cut this down to 2 in comparison is because I was running 2 of the Agumon X antibodies. Now you're probably like, Dan, you're not running red base though. Right. So I'm just using it as a searcher on play. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Greymon or Amimon's name. Obviously, the Amimon and the X antibodies are relevant, but just the fact that you can get a Greymon. But you can also Digivolve on one of your other Agumons. So that's a +1 from the Digivolve. Then you do another search. Came through very clutch a lot for me. And if that was the only rookie I had in my starting hand, I had no problem just hard playing it and passing turn and getting whatever I need off of it. Occasionally, you might bomb deck Marcus, and that happens. It is what it is. I bomb deck Marcuses with the other Agumon and the other searcher. So it just comes with the territory. You just gotta make sure you know what you're grabbing when you need it. Next, for the champion lineup, or ShineGreymon from BT-13. Normally Digivolve for 3. Black box, Digivolve 2 from a level 3 one is named with Dinosaur. And that's why also X antibody comes in clutch because it's also a dinosaur. So you can Digivolve for 2 instead of 3. But onto its effect. When Digivolve, search your security, and you may play 1 red or yellow tamer among them without paying its cost. And if you do, recover 1. Again, another way of just playing tamers for free in this deck. And the great thing is not a condition of if you have Marcus on board, you can't play. You can still play. It's a very great card. Same with the inheritable. When one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, you may delete one of your opponent's with 3000 or less DP. It comes in very handy with all the DP minusing you have in this deck. Next up, I'm running only 3 of the BT-12 ShineGreymon. Same thing, Digivolve for 3, Digivolve 2 over the Marcus Agumon. When Digivolving, if you don't have a Marcus in play, you may play 1 Marcus from your hand without paying its cost. So that's why I'm running at 3. It's a great start. It's a great combo opener, especially if you were given 3. You play Agumon. Let's say you grab a Marcus, then you go into Geo Gray, and boom, you're done. You're done with the effect most times. Sometimes it'll come in handy where a Marcus dies in security, and sometimes you'll be able to use the effect again, but more times than not you don't. So that's why I'm running at 3. But inheritable is just as good. When one of your yellow red tamers becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k for the turn. So again, combo that with the Agumon, the Marcus Searcher one. You can minus a lot of DP really fast with it. Finally, I'm playing the EX4 ShineGreymon. It's like the Agumon from that same set. That's why I'm running at less than. Start your main phase if you have a red or yellow tamer in play, gain 1 memory. So again, pre-Marcus always feels good when it happens. But besides that, there's not much to it. And then again, it has the same inheritable. When one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, draw one. Not much about it. Just another card that gives you more draw in the deck. Next up for the ultimate lineup, we'll be playing 4 of the BT-13 ShineGreymon. Digivolves for 4, Digivolve for 3 from a Geo Gray. Most times are not we're doing that unless, you know, combo, right? When Digivolving, if you have a yellow red tamer in play, gain 1 memory. So effectively, this is a 2-cost Digivolve, which comes in very clutch in certain situations. All turns, when one of your tamers is deleted, place 1 Marcus from your trash on top of your security stack face down. That effect is so crucial to the deck. It lets you keep recycling your Marcuses, keeps you recovering, and it also stalls out your opponent because sometimes your opponent might not want to swing and they know that next check is a Marcus. Inheritable is the same as the all turns effect. So again, you always have that effect the moment you get to the ShineGreymon. Just a generically really good card for the deck. Next up, I'm running 4 of the BT-13 ShineGreymon. I think this one's even better than the previous one. So let's talk about it. When Digivolving, you may play 1 Marcus Daemon from your hand without paying the cost. That is so good because you don't have that ShineGreymon requirement where if you don't have one, then you can play it, and if you do, you can't. So you can always play even if you have multiple Marcuses, and you can just sometimes just combo off of you more, especially when you get into your ShineGreymon, your burst mode combos, and it's just a really great card. Then second effect, same as previously, all turns when one of your red or yellow tamers is deleted, place 1 Marcus from your trash on top of your security. Same concept as the other ShineGreymon. Plus that it plays for free. It feels good, you know what I'm saying? Like, great card. Same inheritable, so you always have that effect. So you're never scared to swing with your Marcuses. You know it's coming right back. Next up, we have 4 BT-12 ShineGreymon. When Digivolving, for each yellow and red tamers you have in play, one of your opponent's Digimon, all of your opponent's security Digimon gets minus 3,000 for the turn. And then he also Digivolves obviously from 3 from a ShineGreymon. So sometimes you can keep turn, or you're doing the Marcus combo and you're popping off at that point, right? Then your turn, all your Marcus Daemon in play get plus 3,000 DP and gain security attack plus 1. So that means that your Marcus is not just only swinging for your normal 3,000 DP 1 check, you're swinging for 2 checks at 6,000. And that comes in huge when you're doing your big wombo combo OTK turn with ShineGreymon. And on top of the minus DP, when you have all those effects popping off with minus DPs inheritables, you can like kill a lot of big stacks. Card is just a great card for the deck. Next up, I was running 2 BT-13 ShineGreymon. This one is more of a defensive ShineGreymon in comparison to BT-12 one. So effect, start your main, so it's not just when Digivolving. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Marcus Daemons is also treated as a 3,000 DP Digimon. Can't Digivolve and gains blocker. All turns, once per turn, when one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 6,000 DP for the turn. Essentially, my favorite combo is taking the BT-13 Marcus, swing with that, he has an effect of minus 3000, and he pops off and minus 6. So essentially, you're just doing minus 9000 to a Digimon, and usually that's enough to either kill them or do something where like you can swing over it with no problem or something like that. And it's just a very board controlling effect in my opinion. But we're only running a 2 of because I don't think he's as essential as BT-12 for the deck, especially the way the deck is being played right now, kind of. Next up, for the level 7s, y'all might think I might be crazy, but 3 ShineGreymon burst mode. Let's talk about it. You can Digivolve for free over a ShineGreymon if Marcus is in play by returning 1 Marcus from the board to your hand. But the downside, quote unquote, is at the end of that turn, trash him. But when Digivolving, you may play 1 Marcus from your hand while paying the play cost, and that tamer by this effect is treated as a 12,000 DP Digimon. Can't Digivolve and gains rush. So essentially, is you're bringing back a Marcus that you probably could have swung with it just to play it back out to swing again. The second effect, tamers becomes suspended, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Again, it's like kind of like your BT-12 in a sense, right? This swings for 2 checks. 1 is trashing, 1 is just 2 checks. So that's how you kind of get the combo off with it. It's pretty strong. It feels busted when you pop off. He's 15,000, so you can just basically swing over anything. And my last Digimon I'm playing is ShineGreymon Room Mode. This card with burst mode is also such a strong closer for the deck. He Digivolves for 4 over ShineGreymon. You're not worried about the 5 most times. When Digivolving onto the end of your opponent's next turn, all your opponent's Digimon get minus 5,000. Also on deletion, sometimes you can do that all in one turn by Digivolving for free from the Marcus effect and be able to do minus 10k to the whole board onto the end of your opponent's turn, which is crazy sound. End of attack, delete this Digimon and 1 of your opponent's Digimon, so deleting yours, him to get the deletion effect, and also getting rid of something that's problematic potentially on your opponent's board, and you also cover 1. Then, if you have a tamer in play, which most times you do because you always got Marcuses on board, you can hatch 1 Digi-Egg card into an empty space. So he does so much for the deck. A lot of times, he was a huge closer for me. Belfmon matchup, he was clutch. In the mirror match, he was clutch. In the Machinegimon matchup, which was crazy to hear, he was clutch. Just a really good card. He's a closer. You set up for your next turn to be able to go for game a lot of times. Next up, we got the tamers. I think we're gonna just lay them all out, just because it's kind of self-explanatory. We're playing a Marcus Rush deck, basically, right? We'll talk about the top one. The BT-12 Marcus costs 4. Start your main if you have a Digimon with Agumon or Greymon's name. By paying 1 memory for the turn, this Digimon is also treated as a 3000 DP Digimon that can't Digivolve. So he's just a free Digimon by himself, basically, you know? Second effect, when this tamer becomes suspended, 1 of your Digimon may Digivolve into a yellow card with Greymon in his name in your hand without paying a cost. So that's where the combo is for most part. He facilitates everything. He makes free evos for you to go into. He does so much for the deck. And when you have multiples, it just feels crazy strong. And then next, we have Marcus Damon from BT-13. Effects. Start of your turn. If you have 2 or fewer memory, set it's 3. He's a memory tamer. On play, you may suspend this tamer. All turns, when this tamer is becomes suspended, 1 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 for the turn. Then if you have Digimon Agumon or Greymon's name, gain 1 memory. That 1 memory sometimes comes in clutch, especially if it's in security. You can steal turn and then you immediately go to 3. It's pretty crazy. There's so many combos you could do with the entire deck with each Marcus, and it just becomes a very busted feeling deck, you know? And then finally, I got only 2 options. I am playing Final Shine Burst, and I'm playing Shining Blast. Wasn't sure what to throw in as my options at the time, so I figured I'll one of each and see how thing. Final Shining Burst. for a cost of 8 main. One of your opponent's Digimon gets 12,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Then you may play one from your hand without paying the cost. I used this one more than this one for sure. This one came in clutch. It was able to get rid of big bodied boards that were like 15k, 12k, other people's shines. I think at one point I got rid of a Black or Greymon stack with it. Got rid of a Mirage stack with it. It was very helpful. And then the best part about it is that minus 12,000 DP stays until the end of your opponent's turn. So if it's still alive, maybe he's at 1 and now they decide to swing or something, it's guaranteed to die basically. Second option, like I said, I played this one. This one felt bad to me because I never felt like I needed to play it at all. So this is something I could probably switch it out for. Cost of 5. You may play one Marcus Dame from your hand without paying the cost. Then for each yellow and red tamer you haven't played, 3 of your opponent's Digimon get minus 2,000 DP for the turn. It's a cool effect. Again, like I said, it never came up for me. So this is something that I'm looking to change. I'm probably gonna put some type of boost, either yellow memory boost or reinforcing. We'll see how it goes. For the matchups though, let's see. I went X2 first round. I played Mirage Galgamon, won that one 2-1. Next, I played a Shine mirror match. I won that one 2-0. Next, I played was a Black or Greymon, which was 0-2, I believe it was. He had everything and I bricked. So sometimes it's just the way it happens. Then I played a Red Hybrid, 2-0'd them. I played ShineGreymon, Belfmon, ShineGreymon, and I played another Black or Greymon match, which is the other loss I had, which was in the final round. So I went 6-2, not bad. Made 19th place. I will be participating in the Gen Con tournament, so I will have an update if I do better or worse. So catch you on the next one. Peace.